So, I'm all about self-love and self-care. And in a recent video, I said, I need to practice what I preach, right? Years ago, I was a relationship coach. And at the time, it was about, knowing your vision, knowing your values. And it's still about that. I want to tell you that I am meeting somebody tomorrow. I decided to put myself out there back on a website, dating site, and we've chatted for, about a month, back and forth, mostly text. And we've agreed to meet tomorrow. And yeah, I'm scared. Why? Because of all these notions, these preconceived notions that I have. I'm too old. I'm older than him, like a lot older than him. He's not gonna like me, blah, blah, blah. All of these negative thoughts that are preventing me from today, I'm meeting him tomorrow, preventing me from even thinking that there's a possibility that there might be a connection. But in a recent newsletter, I said, be curious. Be open to the experience and be curious about the person in front of you. So here's to practicing what I preach. Tomorrow, after my stained glass course, I'm going to drive to Blind River and we're going to meet. And I'm going to be open and I'm going to be curious. And I'm going to be my natural good mood self, but with a little bit of tinge of curiosity. I'm going to tame those little voices that say, you're too old, you're older than him, as if there's even going to be a match. I'm going to tame those voices, and I'm going to be open to having a really fun, pleasant conversation. And I'll be curious and ask him all sorts of questions, not that many questions, because you don't want to ask too many questions. You don't want it to be like an interview. You want it to be casual, easygoing, natural conversation, right? But I will still be curious. So there you go. I'm practicing what I'm preaching, and I will, of course, let you know how it goes. I'm on my way to meet a guy that I said I was going to meet, and initially I didn't want to go. In fact, I didn't think I was going to go, but I talked to myself and I said, be curious, Linda, be curious. It's just a coffee, right? It's just a coffee. So I'm on my way. I'll let you know how things go. So I just left the restaurant, and guess what? The person didn't show up. Now that's the first time that happens to me. And my initial gut on my way here was, you didn't want to go, you don't want to go. I didn't want to go. That's true. And I thought to myself, you're gonna go. It's an experience. You're curious. You want to be curious. You're opening yourself up, right? And I'm glad I went because I faced a fear. I did it anyways. And when I was coming to the restaurant, my lack of self-esteem was kicking in, and normally I don't have that, but all of those fears, all of those negative ways of thinking came up. And I looked at my hands. I should have done my nails. Oh my God, I should have gotten a haircut. All the little inner critique voices came through. And got to the restaurant. I wasn't nervous at the restaurant. I ordered coffee and I eventually ordered something to eat. Double checked the time to see if you know, if I had the right time, of course, because I had said 2-ish. And anyways, an hour later, I'm here in my car. And it's one of those things that you kind of wonder, because was there a hint? I guess the only thing is, like, during the week, I sent a couple of messages just to, well, number one, I sent a message to see if he was experiencing a winter storm warning. No comment on that. And then I sent in a message to confirm the meeting location. And I didn't get any response. So no response since the last time we chatted, which was a week ago. Was that a red flag? Was that a hint? Not really, you know, not really, because it wasn't enough of an indication that the person wasn't going to show up. If I hadn't showed up, I wouldn't have known, right? So I'm glad I showed up, because it tells me that I am a person of her word, number one. I did face some fears. I did. That was good. And on to the next adventure. On to the next adventure. I don't feel, you know, I don't have that stupid feeling. No, I don't feel stupid. I know that I said I was going to come. I sent a couple of messages, and I did what I thought was the right thing to do. Vive l'aventure, right? Vive l'aventure. En tout cas, that's it for today. That's it for the entire video. What do you think about that? Has that ever happened to you where person kind of didn't show up? This is my first, was my first.